Example 1. So we're going to be converting a mixed number to an improper fraction. Here is our mixed number. It's a mixed number because it's got two whole parts and also a fraction part, making it mixed whole part, fraction part. Okay. Our mixed number is 2 wholes and 3 quarters. We need to now figure out how many quarters that is in total. Okay. I've drawn a small diagram to show you what that can look like. So 2 wholes, well there's one hole and there is another hole. So those are our 2 wholes. And then this one over here is going to be our 3 quarters. Okay. So I've taken my 2 wholes and I've split them into quarters because that's what we're being asked to do. We're asked to count how many quarters there are. So that means this hole is 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. This hole is also 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters because 4 fours or 4 over 4 is one hole. So one hole, 4 quarters. The second hole, another 4 quarters. And then over here we've got 3 quarters. So I'm only going to use 3 parts of this. 1, 2, 3. This part here I do not need. Okay, so I have got my 4 quarters, another 4 quarters, and 1, 2, 3 quarters. Altogether that is 4 and 4 is 8 and 3 is 11. So that's 11 quarters in total. Now I've used a diagram here, but a fast way of doing this involves multiplication. So what you can do instead is do 2 multiplied by 4, which is the number of quarters. Okay, so 2 times 4 gives you 8 quarters, and then we can add on the other 3 quarters at the end. Add 3 more on equals 11 quarters. Okay, you get the same answer, but it's a bit faster and you don't need to do diagrams with them. What we're going to now look at is like the opposite of this. So imagine we have got 11 quarters like this, and we want to now find out, this is an improper fraction, we want to turn it into a mixed number. Okay, the way to do this, well, you could do it like we have here. You could draw diagrams, and what you can also do is like the faster method, which is thinking, okay, 11, how many 4s can I take out of 11? Okay, and I'll draw diagrams to go with it. You can use those, but you don't need to. So I've got 11, how many quarters can I take out of that? Well, I can take out 4 quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will leave me with, okay, I've taken 4 quarters away from the 11. That leaves me with 7 quarters left. And I'm just making a little jot there to remind myself. Now 7 quarters, I can make another whole out of that because that's another 4 quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I take another 4 quarters out from my 7 quarters, I then have just got 3 quarters left. 3 quarters isn't enough to make a full whole. Okay, so it'll just be 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, now I can see how many holes and how many quarters I've got. So there's one hole with 4 quarters, another hole with another 4 quarters. So I have got 2 holes, and then this one here isn't quite a hole, it is 3 quarters. Okay, what you can also do is use division. So you could just do it where 11 divided by 4. Okay, and I know I can make 2 groups of 4 out of 11, and I've got 3 quarters left over. Okay, so you can use diagrams to help you. You can also do it this way.